Welcome to lesson 008 of Online School of Entrepreneurship. In today's lesson, we will dwell on the socio-economic factors affecting entrepreneurship development. Upon completion of this lecture, our audience will be able to 1. Discuss the economic factors affecting entrepreneurship development, and 2. Discuss the social factors affecting entrepreneurship development. Introduction. Entrepreneurship is a process of actions of an entrepreneur who is a person always in search of something new and exploits such ideas into gainful opportunities by accepting the risk and uncertainty associated with the enterprise. Entrepreneurial development today has become very significant in view of its being a key factor in economic development. The objectives of industrial development, regional growth, and employment generation depend upon entrepreneurial development. Entrepreneurs are thus the seeds of industrial development, and the fruits of industrial development are greater employment opportunities to unemployed youth, increase in per capita income, higher standard of living, and increased individual saving. Revenue to the government in the form of income tax, sales tax, export tax, value-added tax, import duties, and balanced regional development. To add, one of the most important aspects is that entrepreneurship helps to bring new products and ideas to the market. Without the creative ideas of entrepreneurs, our world will not be as advanced as it is today in the fields of culture, science, education, health, technology, etc. Nonetheless, entrepreneurship is a complex phenomenon influenced by the interplay of a wide variety of factors that are explored in this lecture. Factors affecting entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is influenced by 4 distinct factors: economic development, culture, technological development, and education. In areas where these factors are present, you can expect to see strong and consistent entrepreneurial growth. These conditions may have both positive and negative influences on the emergence of the entrepreneurship. Positive influences constitute facilitative and conducive conditions for the emergence of entrepreneurship, whereas negative influences create inhibiting milieu to the emergence of entrepreneurship. What then are the economic factors affecting entrepreneurship development? Economic factors affecting entrepreneurship development. Economic environment exercises the most direct and immediate influence on entrepreneurship. This is likely because people become entrepreneurs due to necessity when there are no other jobs, or because of opportunity, or because of the interest to add value or solve problems. The economic factors that affect the growth of entrepreneurship are the following. 1. Capital. Capital is one of the most important factors of production for the establishment of an enterprise. Increase in capital investment in viable projects will result in increase in profits, which help in accelerating the process of capital formation. Entrepreneurship activity too gets a boost with the easy availability of funds for investment. Availability of capital facilitates for the entrepreneur to bring together the land of one, machine of another, and raw materials of yet another to combine them to produce goods and services. Capital is therefore regarded as lubricant to the process of production. 2. labor. Easy availability of right type of workers also affect entrepreneurship. The quality rather than quantity of labor influences the emergence and growth of entrepreneurship. The problem of labor immobility can be solved by providing infrastructural facilities, including efficient transportation. Moreover, this influences the emergence of entrepreneurship. Most less developed countries are labor-rich nations owing to a dense and even increasing population. But entrepreneurship is encouraged if there is a mobile and flexible labor force, and the potential advantages of low-cost labor are regulated by the deleterious effects of labor immobility. The considerations of economic and emotional security inhibit labor mobility. Entrepreneurs, therefore, often find difficulty to secure sufficient labor. 3. Raw materials. The necessity of raw materials hardly needs any emphasis for establishing any industrial activity and the emergence of entrepreneurship. In the absence of raw materials, neither any enterprise can be established nor can an entrepreneur emerge. It is one of the basic ingredients required for production. Shortage of raw materials can adversely affect entrepreneurial environment. Without adequate supply of raw materials, no industry can function properly, and emergence of entrepreneurship is adversely affected too. 4. Market. The role and importance of market and marketing is very critical for the growth of entrepreneurship. In modern competitive world, no entrepreneur can think of surviving in the absence of latest knowledge about market and the various marketing techniques. The fact remains that the potential of the market constitutes the major determinant of probable rewards from entrepreneurial function. Frankly speaking, if the proof of pudding lies in eating, the proof of all production lies in consumption, that is marketing. The size and composition of markets both influence entrepreneurship in their own ways. Practically, monopoly in a particular product in a market becomes more influential for entrepreneurship than a competitive market. However, the disadvantage of a competitive market can be cancelled to some extent by improvement in transportation system, facilitating the movement of raw materials and finished goods, and increasing the demand for producer goods and services. 5. Infrastructure. Expansion of entrepreneurship presupposes properly developed communication and transportation facilities. It not only helps to enlarge the market, but expand the horizons of business too. Take, for instance, the re-establishment of railway system and construction of roads and highways in Nigeria. It has helped considerable entrepreneurial activities which are taking place today. Apart from the above factors, institutions like trade and business associations, business schools, etc. also make valuable contribution towards promoting and sustaining entrepreneurship in the economy. You can gather all the information you want from these bodies. They also act as a forum for communication and joint action. Social factors affecting entrepreneurship development. Social factors can go a long way in encouraging entrepreneurship. In fact, it was the highly social factors that made the Industrial Revolution a glorious success in Europe. Strongly affect the entrepreneurial behavior which contribute to entrepreneurial growth. The social setting in which the people grow shapes their basic beliefs, values, and norms. The main components of social environment are as follows. 1. Family background. This factor includes size of family, type of family, and economic status of the family. Background of a family in manufacturing provided a source of industrial entrepreneurship. Occupational and social status of the family influenced mobility. There are certain circumstances where very few people will have to be venturesome. For example, in a society where the joint family system is in vogue, Those members of joint family who gain wealth by their hard work denied the opportunity to enjoy the fruits of their labor because they have to share their wealth with other members of the family. 2. Education. Education enables one to understand the outside world and equips him or her with the basic knowledge and skills to deal with day-to-day problems. In any society, the system of education has a significant role to play in inculcating entrepreneurial values. That is why entrepreneurial education is currently made mandatory in tertiary education institutions in Nigeria. 3. Attitude of the society. A related aspect to this is the attitude of the society towards entrepreneurship. Certain societies encourage innovations and novelties, and thus approve entrepreneurial actions and rewards like profits. Certain others do not tolerate changes, and in such circumstances, entrepreneurship cannot take root and grow. Similarly, some societies have an inherent dislike for any money-making activity. It is said, for instance, that in Russia, in the 19th century, the upper classes did not like entrepreneurs. For them, cultivating the land meant a good life. They believed that land belongs to God, and the produce of the land was nothing but God's blessing. 4. Cultural value. Motives impel men to action. Entrepreneurial growth requires proper motives like profit-making, acquisition of prestige, and attainment of social status. Ambitious and talented men will take risks and innovate if these motives are strong. The strength of these motives depends upon the culture of the society. If the culture is economically or monetarily oriented, entrepreneurship will be applauded and praised. Wealth accumulation as a way of life will be appreciated. In the less developed countries, people are not economically motivated. Monetary incentives have relatively less attraction. People have ample opportunities of attaining social distinction by non-economic pursuits. Men with organizational abilities are therefore not dragged into business. They use their talents for non-economic end. In the course of this lecture, and in line with our instructional objectives, we were able to 1. Discuss the economic factors affecting entrepreneurship, and 2. Discuss the social factors affecting entrepreneurship development. If you have any difficulty in understanding any topic on entrepreneurship, do please send us a message on Facebook so we can research and help you out. Go to our Facebook page, Online School of Entrepreneurship. Support us by following, liking, commenting, and sharing our posts and videos. Please do follow, like, comment, and share our posts and videos. Thank you, and see you in our next lecture.